Hi Sagittarius, welcome to Universal Guidance. It's time for your weekly reading and it's going to be What is my ex thinking? So, I have shuffled these cards really good. I'm going to give it 3 more shuffles. Get in there we go. For Sagittarius, what is my ex thinking? Here we go. Ooh. Man. Wow. Oh my gosh. Okay, Sagittarius. The overall energy of this reading is right here, the Two of Wands. So the Two of Wands, this is having the whole world in your hands. I think you're ready for a new life cycle. I think you're ready to move forward in your world, but really not knowing how to go about it. This surrounds the whole reading. Up here in your highest energy is this 10 of Cups. My gosh, that's a lot of love. I think you love this ex a lot, and I think you had high hopes of spending the rest of your life with this ex. This is 10 cups of love with rainbows, sunshine, children dancing. This is a very joyful, loving card in your highest energy. The Ace of Wands is right next to it. This is, I think you want a fresh start. I think you want a new beginning, and I think you want that 10 of Cups still from them. I think it's from them. Yeah, this is a fresh start. This is a new start. Starting over. I think you still have a lot of passion for them too. It's sitting right next to the Star card. You have really healed. You've healed right down to your bare bones. You're like remembering who you are. You're back to the basics of, you know, who you are meant to be. It's looking into that pool of water and seeing your own reflection come back at you, and you're going, oh, yeah, I remember me. I know me. So this is also the card for Aquarius. So Aquarius might be in your chart or might be around this reading. But I think all this healing is like, well, maybe you want a fresh start. Maybe you figured out through all this healing that you love them more than you thought you did or something. Something like that. Under the 10 of Cups is the 10 of Swords. So the pain. This is the pain of the breakup. It's in both your energies. But this is the 10. There's no 11. Those swords are going to be falling away. The pain is going to start to drop away and fall off. So you're at the end of the pain, right next to looking out over the world, with the world in your hands, wondering now, how do I move forward? And that's where you're at, just kind of standing there like, okay, how am I going to move forward now? What does my life look like? What do I want it to look like? Well, I think you want it to look like the 10 of Cups. Under the Star card, it's this Page of Pentacles energy that's allowed you to heal. You analyzed. You've really put a lot of deep thought into this relationship. It's almost like looking at a crystal ball. You have played everything over and over through your head. And this has allowed you to heal. This has allowed you to analyze everything that has happened. So in their energy, under the 10 of Swords, you know, which is the end of the pain, they felt the pain too, just like you did. And it's gonna, these swords are gonna fall away for them. We have the High Priestess in their highest energy, male or female. This is a card of intuition. This is a card of knowing. So this tells me that they know what they need to do. They know any questions they might have, they have the answers to if they just look inside themselves, okay? it feels like their intuitions are just running really high too. And you can't ignore it when your intuitions are running so high. I think they're realizing that they have a huge cup of love for you. Huge. So here's the Ace of Cups in their energy, and the Ten of Cups is in yours. Now what do we do? So this card actually sits under the Two of Wands. You both know you have the whole world in your hands, and you're both just standing there wondering how to move forward. Right next to the Ace of Cups is the Nine of Cups. See, this is part of what they're examining too, because they're taking a long, hard look at this relationship, and they are dissecting it and analyzing it. I think what they discovered is they have all this love for you, and they only handed out a little bit because they've been guarding 9 cups of it. 9 cups have been sitting on a shelf behind them, and I think they figured that out through their intuition, through their knowing, paying attention to how they feel. That's so hard for so many people, to pay attention to how they feel, you know. Feelings are real. Okay, here we go. Second half of the reading. There you are, Sagittarius. Wow. Okay. So, up here in your highest energy, the King of Swords. This is possibly air energy, Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. It's sitting right next to Aquarius. But the main energy of this card is the sword, and king can be male or female. It's about truth and clarity, and it's also about having your guard up. So it's like you know the truth, you've got the clarity, and you're kind of on guard. You're in self-protection mode. That Ten of Swords, you know, you just got hurt, so you're in self-protection mode. Your truth and your clarity, I think part of your healing is that you feel like you move too fast in this relationship. This is the Fool right next to the King of Swords. So I feel like you're feeling like you just kind of bounced along with your head in the clouds, enjoying every moment of this relationship without, you know, and throwing caution to the wind, until you find yourself at the edge of a cliff. And that's what happened here. So, you know, the fun had to end. The fun ended because you weren't looking forward, you were just looking outward and upward and you know, head in the clouds. So that was probably hard for you to face up to, being next to the King of Swords. But you did, because you're totally healed to your bare bones. And you have accepted at least half the responsibility of this relationship going awry. This Fool card is right next to the Four of Wands. So the Four of Wands, this is a soulmate card. On one end you have the Ten of Cups, and on the other end of your highest energy you have the Four of Wands. This is 1111. You see that? This is divine. This is really special soulmate energy. This can signify marriage too, the Four of Wands. But this is a beautiful relationship between two people who are soulmates. So that's in your highest energy. I think you realize what you've lost, and I think you want it back. I have the Queen of Cups here under the King of Swords. All that evaluating, right next to the Page of Pentacles. It's all that evaluating the love. You have a lot of questions about love, and you're evaluating and analyzing everything that happened. Well, the Queen of Cups is a possible water sign. So possibly Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer. Might be in your chart, might be around this reading, but more importantly, it is about the cup. And this queen, male or female, is trying to peek into those little windows that are on the lid of that cup, because that cup is full of answers to love questions. This is right under the King of Swords, right next to the Page of Pentacles. So I think you got some of the truth. I think you've, about the love, about things that happened, you've healed, you basically figured stuff out. And this Queen of Cups is sitting next to the Seven of Swords. This is under the Fool card. This is kind of like the energy, well, this could be stealing, lying, cheating, but I don't think it's cheating. You don't have any other cards for cheating. So it's stealing or lying, or it could be the taking of love, even. It could be the taking of something and not giving. This is in both your energies. So being beneath the Fool card, I just kind of feel like, you know, going in the moment, you're just kind of taking what you could get from the relationship. But it's turned out this is much more than a fly-by-night relationship that I'm looking at. I have the Queen of Wands right under the Four of Wands. This is your energy, Sagittarius. Fire energy. But what's more important is, male or female, this Queen of Wands is holding the staff of new beginnings. I think you want to restart this relationship on a better foot. I think you want to go into it in a more mature way, a more, you know, less carefree. I mean, it's fun. You want the fun to stay there, but you want to go back into this relationship looking at it a little bit differently, as if there could be a future. Okay, so under the Queen of Cups is their energy. The Ace of Swords, there is that truth and clarity. You got the King of Swords, they got the Ace of Swords. And their truth is that they were holding back, you know. They have a lot more feelings for you than what they let you know, than what they presented, you know. And I think even more than what they knew until after the breakup. So this Ace of Swords is sitting right next to the Nine of Wands, and the Nine of Wands, they're worn out. They're worn out from just the taking of the love. It feels like it's the taking of the love being next to the Queen of Cups. And just having fun with the relationship. It's kind of wearing them out. I think they want something more from it. It sits next to the Seven of Pentacles, which is right under the Queen of Wands. So remember, the Queen of Wands, your energy, you are in their energy. And so is that wand. And that is a wand of new beginnings. And I think they're thinking about all the time that they've spent with you. And they just kind of, they feel like they don't want it all to go to waste. All that time, all that, you know, getting to know each other, all the fun times, all the months or years that you spent together, they're feeling like, gosh, you know, they've developed a huge cup of love for you. So I think what they're thinking is right now is that they love you more than they knew, than they realized before, is what they're thinking. They're just now figuring this out, from what I see in these cards. So, Sagittarius, thank you for watching Universal Guidance.